Hey family, how you guys doing? Look, I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute that I've been on, but your girl's back. Your girl is back, and I need to call you guys fam because I heard the word family is, it's it's a different word. But what's going on, fam? It's Herbalist Viola, the colon queen. I'm finally back. Look, I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute, but y'all see the title. Because I was like, when it comes down to just knowledge and everything about this world, especially what's going on, family, I'm not going to get too much. I may go to the left because y'all know how my mind go. I'll be like going way back to the left and just be telling the truth. You gotta tell the truth because people like that word conspiracy theory. I'm not gonna get into it, but y'all see the title of the pod. Well, I keep saying podcast, the YouTube, because I ain't been on a minute. Y'all know if y'all go into my podcast, Very Wise Alternative Podcast. I'm on there talking a lot, family. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm on there talking a lot. Because y'all be wondering where I'm at. I'm on the podcast. It's easy to do the podcast because I'm in front of the video. Let me see who's on. Hey fam, y'all know I gotta say hi. I gotta say hi in the chat room. Hey fam. Y'all go and put in the chat. Y'all talk to me. But I know it's been a minute. But I just want to go over like maybe one, two, three, four, five things that what I'm saying, stuff that just really matters, whew, that we haven't been learned. We don't. They don't teach us in school. How about that? They don't teach us in school. And I know some of these things y'all know some of it. But I just want to chat. I just want to chat. I don't know. It's like social media is just changing. And I know on my podcast, I be saying, have y'all been looking at TikTok? I know I should be promoting TikTok on YouTube, but y'all checking out TikTok. Y'all getting like the international news. Y'all getting the international news, right? Because I don't know. I know a lot of this band. I know it's a lot of this band family. I know it's a lot of this band. I know. I know. But y'all know, like, I want to say it's been I want to say it's been 2 to 3 years. I don't know if y'all have been with me that long, but welcome new people. But the old people, well, y'all know me. Y'all know me like way back. I mean, way back in 2020. I was on with Herbalist Cream and I was talking about that go bag, right? Now, y'all put in the chat if y'all seen if y'all seen in the chat that they telling you you got your bag ready. I was tripping. I was like, maybe I should have been selling the go bag, but I didn't because it's too complicated. It's too complicated. It's too complicated, family, to make a generic go bag. But I know they're popular and you should have yours. But you know, I just want to get down to the topic. Let's get down to the topic. Let's start that. But I'm just gonna look. Hi, just saying hello to everybody. Just saying hello to everybody. But anyway, all I can say is, I know you guys know this, but I just want to go over each and just like I said, one, two, three, four, maybe five topics because you know when it really, really gets down to it, family, when it really gets down to it, the only knowledge that you really need, I'm talking about basic knowledge that you really need to survive, to really survive in this, y'all call it the matrix, I call it the realm, y'all call it earth, you call it whatever dimension or whatever you decide to call it. Just think, family, just think. If you really know how to purify water, we could talk about water for 2 to 3 hours. But just think, family, jink fam, if you know how to purify water. And I'm like, yeah, I know y'all know I'm retired military. So the military taught me how to purify water. But if we really knew how to purify water, man, look, let me take a drink because I'm thirsty, fam. Look, if we really knew how to purify water, we wouldn't be going through this crap we're going through right now. We wouldn't. We wouldn't. Everybody got bottled water. Who we should do alkaline, we should do spring water, we should do distilled water, we should do reverse osmosis. But if we knew how, if even if they taught it in school, like I said, they taught us in the military, they taught me in the military. But are we really getting everything out? Is it really purified? I said purified, but I'm talking about some clean drinking water that's going to help us. And truth be told, if a newborn to 6 months can't drink water, should we be drinking water? I mean, think about it. I know we gotta cook food, but do you really need to cook food? That's a whole other subject. That's a whole other subject. That's a whole other, but still, we're gonna talk about it a little. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. But I'm just talking about basic knowledge. I'm talking about the way this world is going now. Y'all see with the with the what word should I use? Um the pandemic and the jab and the jabberwocky and all this other stuff. I'm going to be clean with the words, but just think about it. Just think if we knew how to purify water. Just think if you knew how to clean that water from the tap, how much money you would save. Think about it, family. You know how much money you would save if we know how to purify that water straight from the tap. And from what I'm understanding or overstanding or understanding, you know that water is already alkaline. Yes, the water from the tap is already alkaline. And family, if y'all telling me in the chat or later, you put down in the description, Viola, all you gotta do is boil it. Yeah. Go to the chemist and speak to the scientists and tell them, how do you get fluoride out the water? Yeah, I'm talking about I know if you boil it, y'all know y'all talking about boiling. Yeah, doing the boiling method. I know you get some bacteria and all that stuff out, fam. I know you can get that stuff out. But we're talking about the fluoride. The fluoride that they put in the water. Come on now. That you gotta wear a suit. You got me scooted and booted. I'm talking about the mask and everything, because you shouldn't be breathing it in, I'm gonna keep it, I'm just gonna not do too much. But you know how you put that mask on and you got the bubble wrap and you clear it, you got that suit on. And I know I showed if y'all go back to another video that you gotta show a clip. I'm talking about the suits that they wore when when this issue just happened, when COVID happened, when they had everybody in the hospital and they wore all that mask. Yeah, that's what they need when they deal with fluoride. So I'm not going to get too much in fluoride, but we're going to talk about the different methods of purifying water. Y'all know what? They got like 10. They got like 10 methods that you purify water. I'm not going to go too much in the family. I'm just going to tell you guys so y'all can know. So y'all can know. So if you go on the internet, it'll tell you, that you can boil the water. Mm-mm. There's studies, and if y'all went to my podcast, I already put clips up there and letting the specialists and all the scientists, they spoke to you about the water. They spoke to you about the water and they told you what was in the water. Yeah, I know. We being hushed because we couldn't really say what's in the water. But there's so many chemicals, toxins, poisons, a whole bunch of medications, because everybody think you're supposed to throw everything down the drain. No, you're not supposed to throw everything down the drain. Just like, you be making a mistake and put the grease when y'all be frying stuff, you put all that stuff down the drain. You think just because your house is fancy and we got the garbage disposal, we put everything down to this garbage disposal. You give the kids a bath and they crap in the water. You ain't trying to take all that stuff out. Some people let it go right down in there. But but anyway, but it's about boiling it. No, you shouldn't. That's out. You cannot boil it, family. You can't drink it. I know I wouldn't drink it. And purified water, I ain't drinking nobody's purified nothing. I'm just telling you, that's just me. That's just me. I ain't drinking nobody purified nothing. Yeah. If it's spring water, yes, I would drink spring water, reverse osmosis. I would drink that. I would drink that. And the water that's filtered through a Berkey. And I already know not trying to, throw Berkey out there, but that's what I have. I have a Berkey, and that's how I drink my water. you know. That's how I drink my water until I get me a water purification system throughout the whole house. Yes, we have one on the sink in the kitchen, but then I have a Berkey, but I don't have one throughout the old house from, from where I used to live. But anyway, I'm just talking about drinking water, but these are different ways. So, I had to throw that out there. I just jumped ahead. But seriously, family, they saying you could boil it, you want to purify it. This is the 10 that they got online. They saying that, reverse osmosis. Me, I look at the water where you put that chlorine and chlorification in there. That's one way of doing your water. They got distill. Me, I know about the iodine. You put the iodine, in the water. Then you got the solar purification. That's a good way of solar purification. And then they got the clay vessel filtration. Those are excellent ways to clean your water. I like that clay filtration, where you have, the yeah, I know the old method where you got the soil, the sand, the clay, you got all this I want to say activated charcoal. I could be wrong. Look, I'm just reading it from the internet. But these are different ways that you can clean water. But imagine if you actually knew how to clean water. I mean, going in every source, and you didn't have to worry about it. We would not be going, and we would not be dealing with all this stuff that's acid rain and who's throwing what and who's doing what, because you see what happened within, y'all do Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, yeah, look, that's a day to plant something. To me, that's what I do. I plant things. But anyway, but I don't know, between the 13th, I would say the 13th of February, all the way to today, there's been a whole bunch of accidents. That's world news, y'all. That's why I said go on TikTok, and you're gonna see all the stuff. And I know, like, some of them, they say it ain't real, but all I can say is judge for yourself. It's just a lot of stuff happening in the United States. All these trains derailing, and stuff, you know, exploding. And, I don't know. Y'all could put in the chat, y'all could put in the chat. I see you guys. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm talking about basic things that we should know, that if we knew, we wouldn't we didn't have to worry about buying no bottled water. Of course, you want to use glass, because they saying plastic now is in everything. And like, that's a whole other video, family. But I'm just talking about basic stuff, basic knowledge that, we should have learned in school. Because I don't know what school you went to, but my school did not teach me. And I went to school in the Bronx, in New York City. And they didn't teach us about they didn't teach us about water. But just think about how powerful you would be, how knowledge you would be, just the things that I'm speaking of, Yeah, I know. What about health? This is all health. This is all your health. This is all your life. Like when I was talking about that go bag, I'm saying some life-changing things. We're talking about stuff that's happening right now, that I just been kind of quiet and laid back, because I'm like, I can talk about the colon, but y'all don't think if you had clean water, your colon won't be right? And like I said, if you really drunk the real water, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the H2O3. I mean the H3O2. Some freshly squeezed water. But at least I said it. At least I said it. I said it. Freshly squeezed juice. That's the water you should be drinking. But I'm just talking about plain water, the water that we need to wash our clothes, wash our hair. Just think, family, when you put stuff in your hair, up under your arms, and you must pretty much between your legs when you're bathing, you still want some clean water. You don't want to be soaking up no kind of toxins and poisons. Because we got to think about our children. We still got to brush our teeth. And if you have some clean, fresh water, you'd be like, okay, I'm good. I'm good, because you got that knowledge. But, and that's just number one, family. Number one, if we knew how to clean water, we wouldn't have to worry about, like I said, all this crap that's going on. So enough with the water. Y'all need to write it down. Write it down and learn. These are things that right now you need to learn, because y'all know I know how to clean water. I said these five things I want to make sure I know how to do. Make sure I know how to do. And there's one that we're gonna really, really dig down. But first one's water. The second one, family. The second one is food. Just imagine if you really know how to grow food. And I know you're like, I know all this. Do you really know how to grow food? Because right now we are I gotta use some careful words because I want the video to stay up. So I gotta use my word careful. It's like controlled. Yeah, it's like if I can control you with this food. I mean, think about it. Do you grow your own food? Honestly. Do you know how to grow your food, store your food? Do you know how to do all that right now? Do you? Hey beloved, how you doing? I am live. I am live on YouTube. Let me call you back. Okay, okay, love you too. Bye. So, family, like I'm talking about, if you look, I know I took that call. I took the call. I had took the call. Anyway, family, I lost my train of thought, so I'm gonna start over. Just think the power if you know how to grow your own food. Just think about the power. Just think about you will be less controlled. You would be because you know what you're eating. Come on, you would know what you're eating each and every time, and your body would not be the way it is now. Family, y'all already know about the seeds. Y'all know who try to control the seeds, what toxic our food is trash. Let's just be totally honest, family. Let's be totally honest. Our food is trash. So imagine if you knew how to grow your own food. Imagine if you knew what soil, how to turn over the soil, how to cultivate, and I talked about this on my podcast. Imagine when they was talking about permaculture and you hear them talking about all these different things about how you can take fish and grow fish and have it have their poop grow. Y'all seen on the movies when you see how they have the fish swimming around, and then yeah, look, I don't even know the term, and no, I didn't write it down because I'm just talking, family. It's like I'm a little. It was more of I said, let me just go live. Let me reach out to my people and let me talk to them because I haven't been on a while. And y'all see, I try to go on at least once a week. Now it's been like it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And I was like, let me just go live because and just it's like sometimes you get tired, but you try to fall back, but you're like, no, let me still be up front and talk. So I just got disgusted of the food because each and every time I speak to somebody, so y'all know I'm out here, in North Carolina, and I'm speaking to people every day about food and the health of our food, the status of our food. I don't even know which word to use, but if you think about our food right now, our food is not live. It's actually like kind of dead in the grocery store. It's kind of dead. So imagine like when I grew my garden, it just felt good to eat the cucumbers. It felt good because I felt like I won in the water. I did something good, but it just felt different because I said I learned it and knew how to do it. So imagine the power you have if you grew all your food, if you knew, like I said, like when I was talking about the fish, when I was talking about how you can actually have the fish in the pond. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the system that I'm speaking of, where you have the container and the water is steady filtering, and you got the fish, and the fish is good. Where those who say I gotta have my meat, they can eat the fish. But just imagine you're growing your fruits and vegetables as well. You know how to clean your water. You know how to make the pH level just right. So if you got a saltwater tank, because them saltwater tanks is no joke, family. Just imagine the chemistry and the power you have just to know the right level. You know what I'm saying? If they would, I mean, it's like some schools, don't get me wrong, some schools they taught you that. And it's like not I would say the generation we're in now, they want to learn about growing foods, but the generation before us was like, man, I'm tired of growing food. I mean, let's be honest, because it's like always a generation gap. Like right now, like, same thing. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say, and I know I'm off topic, but I'm gonna get back on it. Same thing when you're raising your children. You have the struggling parent, and then they raise their children. They said, I'm not gonna struggle, and then they up here, and then when the kid the parents that have a little something raise their children, then their children back down, you know, struggling. And you like that band, you're like, well, dang, let's not have that band. But imagine, like I said, if you know how to clean your own water, powerful, grow your own food. And I'm talking about really grow your food, really know to look at the leaves and know, okay, this what this needs, this need that, this need, more sunlight, this needs no sunlight. Just imagine how powerful you are. You, like I said, you'll be healthier. You'll be more healthier than like back in the 50s and the 40s, because I think that's when everything changed. I promise you, family, I believe that's when everything changed. Because you look at and you be like, wait a minute, why is our food bad? And when did it start? It's like, I can use the word greedy, greedy people, and they always trying to put their hands in something. And then you're like, I'm not going to go too, but y'all get what I'm saying. If we knew the power, and it's like right now, you already know the power. You already know the power, because right now we're disgusted. We're actually disgusted of what our food, the state of our food's in. Because there's no way you can go to a farmer's market and it should be a sticker on your food. You're like, what? Is a farmer's market, or is this a regular grocery store? Because a regular grocery store should have a sticker. A farmer's market should not have a sticker, because all that food should be a nine. All that food should be freshly grown in somebody's yard. This in that in our local area. That's what a farmer's market. Because everything. I mean, it's like you find later, actually, after you read those codes. And family, that's something that we should learn, how to read them damn codes on those bars. Because when you look at the bar and really go and look at the bar, you're like, dang, why is this from China? You be like, I thought this was locally grown. You be like, China? You be like, what the hell? I mean, I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying, how I can't say here's something, because they're always fact checking, and the news supposed to be right, right? Right? I don't know about y'all, but the news supposed to be right. The news on the TV, on the boob tube, on that liar vision should be right, right? Instead of the fact checkers going and mess up the conspiracy theories, and they be right, and they be like, well, who's the right and what's the truth and what's a lie? And you be like, so a lie is a truth and a truth is a lie? You be kind of messed up and all miscombobulated and everything. But family, we already know what's going on with the food. We already know. But it's like some people just don't want to know. I'm trying to keep it clean. It's like some people just don't want to know that our food's jacked up. And then people are like, well, Viola, what you eat? I eat for health. I ain't eating for taste. I'm sorry, family. It's like the buck has to stop somewhere, because it's like trying to choose something to eat. And just like when people say, oh, well, I'm gonna stop eating meat, I'm gonna go vegan. Don't give yourself a label. Do not give yourself a label. Do not. Because if, like I said, if the world, which is already coming down, it's about to come down to that time. It's about to come down. So let's just, like I said, imagine if you had to only eat what you grew. And you be like, well, I don't know how to grow nothing. Well, that's a problem, right? That's a problem. So just like I said, the thing that the knowledge that we should have, that I mean, that is just the only thing, family. And when I get to all five, you be like, well, dang, she's about right. She's about right. Because we're talking about what really matters, family. I'm talking about, at the end of the day, when you count your pennies and live in your house, what really matters? What really matters? What's going to save you from here, from there? Know how to purify water. knowing how to grow your food. The powerful of those two things right now is already patent. Think about it. They're patent. They're patent. And they're controlled. Because I'm hearing, oh, the shortage of water, the shortage is this. You hear so much, you be like, well, which one's true? You know, which one's true? Because there is a way for you guys to collect water in certain reasons or make water. Because you see how all those contraptions came up, and then yeah, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but the people end up dead because they came up, and I said that real fast because you got I'm trying to keep it clean, family, because it's been a minute I've been live. So I gotta make sure this video get to the masses and let my people hear the video. But we have to look at how they was collecting water from just a mist and able to get water in a machine, in a jar to where you actually have some water you could drink. So I'm gonna leave it there. But there's a way that you can collect water from a plastic bag in the sun and collect some water. How I know? I'll be watching MacGyver. But it y'all can put in the chat if y'all don't believe me. If y'all don't believe me, I'm just telling you, fam. I'm just telling you. But family, there's a way of getting water, and there's bottles made that's different. But just don't drink out of plastic bottle, family. Just don't drink out of plastic bottles. Get glass. And y'all better store up some mason jars. Mason jars should be your best friend. They my best friend. In fact, they my husband. They're my boyfriend, my husband's. But you already know. So the first one is water. The second one is learn how to food. Whole family, please learn them. They matter. In this day and age, what's going on right now, you cannot tell me it don't matter. You cannot tell me it don't matter. I'm just saying. I'm saying. And I threw this one in here because everybody keeps saying they gotta cook. They just gotta cook. Everybody keeps saying they gotta cook. So I'm gonna throw that in there, family. I got the rest. But imagine your cooking skills. And when I'm saying your cooking skills, and go back to food, what I want to talk about with food, if you know how to grow food, then you'll be able to identify food. Same when I was talking about, I hope everybody take a herbalism course. And the reason why you want to take a herbalism course, so you're going to identify. So when you're in the woods, you know what you're eating. But same thing, if you knew how to grow food, you start identifying. You be like, I can eat that. I can eat that. I'm just saying, family. Then when you go scavenging, because look, I was watching that show. I was just bored one day. I'm gonna be honest, and when I be shutting my mind down, I was watching this wilderness. I don't know the name of it. I'm gonna tell you I don't know the name of it, but I talked about it on the podcast. And the show was about these men. These people going into the thickest, deepest forest where it was freezing cold and they had to live. Y'all probably know. Y'all probably put it in the chat, and then y'all can put it in the description if you watch it later. They had to live out there, so you get to bring certain amount of things. And no, this is not naked and afraid, but you get to bring certain things. You get to bring certain weapons, but you had to grow your own food and kill what you had to eat, right? So imagine identifying. They had to identify different berries, bark of trees. They was eating all of that. So if we learn how to grow food, you'll know how to identify food, because the way we're going to identify stuff like right now, dandelion. I bet y'all won't even eat the dandelion in your yard. Yeah, because y'all done put the spray on it. I'm not gonna say what spray, but y'all been putting that chemical spray that you can't even eat the dandelion. I'm eating a dandelion that grows, just grow, because it's free. Y'all know it's free, right? Y'all know that dandelion that y'all going to roll out that sod, be springing up, be like, what? Let me spray. And that dandelion, like they say, study shows, I got the disclaimer down there. I got to talk about disclaimer about it killing cancer, but y'all want to spray the stuff that cause cancer. So I'm just saying, y'all keep spraying, it gets in the water. Y'all see how we mess up the soil and all this other stuff. But anyway, the second was food. I mean, it's the The first is water, second is food. That's how important the food is. I'm just telling you, family. Whoo, we just gotta learn. And I say got to. I don't care how rich you are or whatever, because when the money changes, y'all already know when the money changes, it's gonna be a whole lot of different laws and this and that and mandates, because ain't gonna be no law, it's gonna be a mandate. I'm gonna go and just throw that over, let somebody else have that for their live and talk about that, because that's not my lane. It's not my lane, not my lane. But when I was talking about cooking, you don't really have to cook nothing, family. You should just be eating those fruits and vegetables if you want to live. But for those who you just gotta cook, right? Like I was talking, and I talked about this before, cooking. Do you know how to cook? And I'm talking about raw. I'm talking about going out here, cutting up an animal, knowing how to gut it, clean it, just like the fish, do all that, and cook. And I'm talking about really cook. Do you know how to go out there and identify the mushrooms, which mushrooms you eat, which berries, what all that? And you're like, Viola, you going way out to the left. But I'm talking about when it gets down to it, when it really matters. When it really matters to go in that kitchen and eat and cook whatever's in there. Like the only thing in there is some baking soda and whatever, the mayonnaise or whatever, because you ain't got no food. But I'm just talking about really going there and learn to cook, family. I'm talking about going in there and make you some soup and let it taste like something. You know, a lot of us thinking we're too cute, we too this, we ain't nobody good enough, because you got to eat. You got to eat. So when the grocery stores close and you can't go outside, because you know that guy. I'm not even gonna say his name. It's a four-letter word. Because we all got bills. We all got bills. But anyway, they come up with all this stuff, and they tell me it's gonna be another, another pandemic. Y'all keep hearing it. Like they was talking about the old president, this president, that president. They just saying it because I'm trying to clean it up, because I don't want the video to get taken down. So y'all already know how to read between the lines. But anyway, they keep telling us it's gonna be another shutdown. This variant, that this. You keep hearing that. Then I'm wondering if you prepared and know how to cook. Seriously, family. Seriously, do everybody in the family know how to cook? I'm talking about 5 years old. You're like, ain't no 5-year-old. Why not? Why not? Mama gets sick, daddy gets sick. Somebody gotta learn to cook. And I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but don't get it twisted. 5-year-olds can cook. They can. You just got to make sure you teach them, just like they should learn how to. I'm going to the left, shoot a weapon, clean a weapon, the whole 9 yards. And yes, I'm going left. But we're talking about when it comes down to basic, you should know how to, we all should know how to clean water. We all should know how to grow food. This is like, no question, and cook. Because the knowledge, we're talking about that basic knowledge that really matters. The only knowledge that really matters. I know all this stuff. You go to college, you did this. People book smart, common sense. Common sense is not with everybody. I'm just saying, I be watching the boob tube, and I be like, what did they just say? And you be like, I thought they were educated. Yeah, that that's another word too that I'm not going to get into. But serious, family, seriously, basic stuff, basic knowledge, and it's not even basic, family. Think about it. It's not even basic. From what everything now, because before I don't even know what year bottled water came out. I'm gonna go back. I gotta backtrack. I don't know what year bottle came out. Somebody can put in the chat room. Hey Brian, hey Brenda J. I'm just saying hello to everybody. Hey Miss, look, I'm just trying to say hello. Hey Johnson. Hey, Miss G. So if somebody could put in the chat, when did bottled water come out? When did they started bottling water? Because it's like, dang. Because look, now I can't say 5 or 10 years. I don't really know. All I know is like bottled water started coming out, and it's a thing. Everybody buying cases and cases, and it's like And then now the plastic is seeping into the water. I've been with saying that, but you know it's going to be expensive if they put the bottled water inside glass. So and they do. There's some companies that's already the Voss, but you know how much you're paying for that water. But anyway. But just think about it. The bottled water came out and everybody's buying the water. Everybody's buying water. Now the toxins and poisons is coming from that. Same thing with food, the toxins and poisons that's in our food. Don't let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. I'd rather have the toxins and poison that's on my fruits and vegetables. I don't like, dang girl, really? Than the toxins and poisons that's in the meat and the toxins and poisons that's in the dried stuff that's in the middle of the grocery store. All those dyes, because now they suing people for the dyes, just like the perm. We perm our hair, they suing for that. There's too many lawsuits to the lawsuits to the lawsuits to the lawsuits. I'm talking about the baby's milk. They already knew we shouldn't have been drinking that Similac milk. You're like, Viola, where you going with this? Just think about it, family. Come on, we got really dig down and think. If we already knew how to purify water, we wouldn't be worrying about no bottled water. If we already knew how to grow food, we wouldn't be going through this mess because everybody want to get in these manicure lawns. No, we can't put food out there. Why? Who said we could never put food in the front of your house? It's like you putting food in front of your house. Why not? So I was like, man, I'm tired of cutting this grass. I'm putting some food out there. I'm planting some trees. I'm putting food, but the food's in the back. You don't want to steal it, but you don't want knocking at your door saying, "Can I have?" Just get what's in the front, mine's in the back. Makes sense, family. Makes sense. I don't know, but that's gonna be the new currency. Think about it. Think about the water, the knowledge of the water, and I know, like, get to the next ones, Viola. Get to the next ones. But it makes sense. I mean, what time? I'm at 30 minutes. I'm at 30 minutes, and I'm on number three. Number three. But like I said, the power of cooking. The power of cooking. A lot of men be like, I done married this child and she don't know how to cook. Y'all better learn how to cook. Look, seriously, family. I am so serious. Everybody should know how to cook. I'm talking about that when it boils down. It's like no question. I know, like, it's always going to be a restaurant. Really? Is it always going to be a restaurant? Or the quality of the restaurant? I mean, let's think about that, family. Come on. Give me a quality restaurant that when this demic happened in 2020, what restaurant was open? What restaurant was open? Come on. Because I heard them hot dogs. I know I need to put this pen down. I heard them hamburgers. People had them for 15, 20 years. There's a hamburger sitting up on top of some building. And it was like the hamburger ain't shrunk. It ain't formed. It ain't no bacteria grew on it. The hamburger, I mean, the bun is still there. I think the pickle and the mayonnaise and the lettuce shriveled away. But y'all get me, family. Y'all get me. What restaurant was open? What restaurant was open up during that time that served quality food? Because I'm hearing a 3D printer, and I'm hearing meat glue. I'm hearing all this stuff. Y'all hearing it too? Y'all, family, am I the only one? Am I the only one hearing this? Seriously. Seriously, am I the only one hearing this? Did y'all hear this? Yeah. What? Am I the only one? Hey, Gigi. Am I the only one? I don't know, family. It's so much suspect with this meat. I mean, think about the yellow dyes, and they talking about the Skittles. Y'all know what y'all Skittles? Y'all should not be eating. Yeah, I'm saying it. I don't eat Skittles. But you need to make sure your fruits are that color, and that's the Skittles you should be eating, because now they suing people on the Skittles. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? They suing people. I mean, they suing the company because of the dyes in the candy. That natural flavor. If you knew the natural flavor, you'd be like, what in the hell? Y'all know I talked about it before. It's this blitz effect. Y'all go watch What's the Health. I'm gonna go back to What's the Health. Y'all go watch these shows, and it's a blitz effect. It's chemicals that they put in the food. The chemicals already tricking your mind, right? It's turning off these receptors so your stomach could go, "Ooh, I'm still hungry." That's why you can eat a whole bag of potato chips and want another bag. Your gut is like, cut it out. I don't want no more. I'm gassy. I'm about to blow. But your stomach's like, yo, we still hungry. Yo, are you gonna feed me? And the thing is, it's like you gotta feed your body quality. You gotta feed your body quality. I'm talking about the fruits and the vegetables. You're like, can I get some meat? Okay, okay. But when your arteries clog and you sit there and have that silent death, and I'm gonna go off that because that's on the podcast, but family, knowing how to cook, we talking about just basic. You like, girl, you going way over to the left. I told you I get that. I get like that sometimes. You already know. Just have patience. Just have patience. But like family, like I'm saying, we're talking about the basic. That's the knowledge that just matters. The only that we're talking about basic stuff that we should know. The power. Just imagine a power. Just imagine a power of knowing. When the knowledge, like I said, when it comes down to it, the only knowledge that really, 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 really matters is these: knowing how to cook, how to grow vegetables, or grow food, period. Grow food. Because you can go out there and grow some animals. Y'all can do that. Like I was talking about the fish, the goats, the whatever. But you gotta make sure that your area is it's good for that, because some people don't have the right area. People don't have the right area. But let's get to number 4. Family, imagine if you knew how to build. You'd be like, whoa, sis, you right. Imagine if we knew how to build. And I was going back to that show what I was talking about. They was out there building them a house. And I'm like, I don't know how to build. How they somehow cut twice. I mean, measure twice. I ain't mean cut. Measure twice and cut once. I just wish I had that skill. Just imagine. Like you read the Bible and they were someone who was a carpenter. But I'm just saying, family, imagine if you know how to build your own house. Imagine how powerful each and every person would be if they know how to build a house. If they just know how to build, period. I don't care what you want to build, but just imagine the power of building. Yes, some schools taught it, like back in the day when there was skills, because they had home, they had what it was, home ec, and then they had the building. But those were specialty, and that was like back in the 80s, because they don't have that now. They don't have that now. But we're talking about stuff that the knowledge that really matters. Imagine if you knew how to build. You'd be like, whoa, whoa. Imagine building your own car, building your own plane, building your own house, building your own bed, building a chair, building something for you to be comfortable instead of being ripped off from all these people and these companies. And look at wood. Oh my gosh. We can talk for some days, right? We can talk for some days. Do y'all know wood doubled? And you're like, what the hell? What's going on with the wood? Yeah, y'all know. Y'all know. Put it in the chat. Come on. Put it in the chat and tell me that wood didn't double. And family, let's talk about the technology. Imagine how to build your own computer. Imagine how to build like this camera I'm looking at right now. I'm like, whoa, building. We're talking just having the knowledge, the skill just to build something with your own hands and be proud of yourself, patting yourself on the back. Think about it. And we all have that knowledge. It's just that some things is like I'm reading, you be like, what in the hell? I don't know what this says. I don't know what centimeter, inch, this, yeah, I mean, you like, but just imagine knowledge of building. I was looking the other day, my cousin was, he tows vehicles, and they came out, and I was thinking about little old ladies, so just hear me out, family. He tows people's cars, he has a tow truck. And now they have this technology to where this robot, it's like a flatbed. It's just a it's literally y'all probably seen it. I don't know if y'all seen it. Literally, thank you. I appreciate somebody thanks, beloved. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Um, but just imagine your car is broke down, and all of a sudden this robot comes and slide up under your car. You be like, what the hell? You be like, what is that? I'm telling you, family, it's a robot, and it's just a metal piece, and it opens up and it lifts your car and put it on the thing. You be like, what in the world? Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine your skill set building stuff. We all be, it wouldn't be it I can how can I put this? It wouldn't be a question. It would not be a question of how much money you have. Imagine your value. Imagine each and every one of value. It'd be like everybody will be wealthy. It'd be like an even playing field. It wouldn't be no lack this. It wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be like, I'm gonna charge you $600,000. I'm gonna charge you 10,000. I'm gonna charge you $1. I'm gonna charge you 50 cents. But like I said, when I saw that, because we talking about technology, we talking about how now cars are come with the satellite already coming out the roof, and you can charge your car. You're like, what in the world? But anyway, but I'm just saying, imagine your skill sets of building. But like I was talking about that robot, I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all can put in the chat to imagine a little old lady, you gonna pick up her car, and she be like, you better get that out of here. Imagine she see that robot, she probably pass out because she be like, wait a minute, what the hell is that? Because when I seen it, I said, whoa. Because like, when I was, this is TMI, family, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it. I didn't really like looking at the Transformers. I was like, oh, it's just too, I don't know, it just did something to my body. I'm like, oh, what the hell? It just pop up and say, hey. So imagine some robot, because the way it comes is just one little box and it opens up, and it's like a big scale, and the thing just takes it and it moves your car and gets it out the way and picks it up and keep going, and your car goes to where it needs to go. But anyway, family, just all in all, just imagine your knowledge of building. We talking about you and what really matters. Just imagine. And I'm gonna get off that because you can go so many places. You can think of so many things about if you knew how to build. And I just was gonna talk about a house, but I was looking at Johnson. She was saying about tech schools, and that just made me think of robots and yeah, y'all already know now they got robots that look just like me and you. I'm talking about not the flesh, 'cause that's look. I cannot put that because I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if y'all remember way back, I want to say in the 80s, they came out with Cherry 2000. I don't know if y'all seen that movie, but imagine what they have now. These dolls, these beings, and now, like I was speaking, they like real human beings. And then you can imagine the technology to where now, we're getting, whatever. Yeah, I ain't gonna get all into that, but just, just throw that. I'm just gonna forget about that. All right, let's go to number 5. So I already did one. One was water, food, cooking, and building, because um a lot of stuff we wasn't talk about in school, but just we talking about things that really matter. We talking about the knowledge, the only knowledge that really matters, family. Talking about the only knowledge that really matters to you. And the last one is love. And you're like, whoa, what do you mean love? Think about it, family. Think about it. Think about, do you really know how to love? And I was like, and it just stunned me, and I was like, nope, I'm going to talk about this tonight. Water and cooking and building and and food, all that matters. But and then the last one was love. And I'm like, do we really know how to love? Do you really, really know how to love? And you can like, yes, I know. Really? Really, family? Really? Think about it. Because I was not saying if y'all went to my podcast, but I was like, man, the greatest love of all, and we just be missing it. I'm telling you, we miss it each and every day. Because if you knew how to love, then you would love yourself. And I mean, really love yourself, to take care of yourself. And I had to check myself, because I was like, I always put myself last. Always. And I was like, nope, not anymore. I'm telling you, you need to put yourself first, to love yourself enough to pay yourself first and to take care of yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you do have families, how can you take care of them if you ain't taking care of yourself? And a lot of us, we get bogged down, we get sick, and then we like, oh, the greatest love is all was me loving myself. And we have it on each and every single one of us, and we don't even do it. We don't even take the time to look in the mirror and say, I love you. I'm going to change. I'm going to do right. Because, we can look at everything in this world. We can look at everything. We can look at the knowledge. We can look at everything. Do you have the right knowledge? Think about it. Think about it, family. I can sit back a little bit. If y'all want to put in the chat, do you really love yourself? Do you know that's the greatest love of all? I was sitting here listening to, of course, Whitney Houston. I know. Matter of fact, I had went to this, and saw the movie, and I was sitting there, and I'm sitting there singing, jamming, just singing the song, just just a singing. And I'm like, felt the tear go down my eye. And I'm like, that is the greatest love, me loving myself. And I had to check. I'm like, so I'm asking you guys. Do you love yourself? You can take a step back, but I can tell you half of us on this thing right now don't even love yourself. Don't know how. You put yourself last. You don't take care of yourself. And I can go into, the water, the food, the cooking, the building. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us, we need to do that. All of us need to do that. I know it takes a little bit with the technology and all that other stuff, but in time, you just learn one thing at a time. You'd be surprised at what you do. But we're talking about the purest thing of love, the purest thing. We're talking about the love that we used to have when we was kids. The love that you have with your parents. Even we can have the worst parent in the world, but you still love them. And I mean, really love them. You're like, well, that's all you knew. I'm talking about that baby love. I'm talking about that unconditional, agape love. Do you have that for yourself? Because that's what all that matters. That's all that matters. And we be missing the boat. And I'd be like, man, I even, think about it myself. I was like, man, that's all the knowledge. I'm trying to tell you, that's all the knowledge that really matters, family. I'm talking about that love. Because right now we don't even love ourselves. Half of us don't know how to love our mate. We don't know how to love our children. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think you're supposed to give them money. Them kids don't want that money. Well, some do, but we're talking when it comes down to it, all they wanted was that time. Just like your mate, just like your parents, just like your children, just like your friend. And a lot of us don't even know the difference between a friend and associate. You be like, wait a minute, aren't they the same? Hell to the no. A lot of us go to work and we think that's our best friend. Get a raise. Get a raise and tell me who's your friend. Change and be a supervisor. Be the boss. And you be like, girl, I thought you was my friend. I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying, let me check the time. Okay, I'm just checking the time. But a lot of us, we miss that. We miss the love. We miss the love because a lot of our marriages and look now, family. Look now. Half is not even marrying. It's like a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And they think it's cool. Y'all close them legs. You gotta close them legs. Look, I know I can go on, and I don't really want to really get into that, but it's just so sad that we think that just jumping in the bed. No, that's not love. When you jump in the bed, don't even know their last name. What? We got to get back to the marriage. We got to get back to family, the real fam. I don't know. I was reading something they were talking about family. I'm like, why they got these loaded words? Sometimes you don't even know what to say. That's why I'm like, understand. Do you do you understand or overstand me? Y'all know I got it. I just, it's it's tiring, isn't it, bad family? Isn't like all this stuff? You're like, man. But all I want you to do is love yourself, know how to cook, go learn how to clean water. Look, life-saving skills. Clean, know how to clean your own water. And family. I don't it's like no question. It's like hands down. No, I don't care if you're a millionaire. Soon a bag of rice gonna cost $1 million. When it costs $1 million, what you got? I mean, y'all don't think prices of food gonna go out? Because when eggs went to $8 and $12, and I was like, well, damn, you know, if I really wanted a good egg, I was paying already $8 for eggs. When I first switched over and was eating, I was like, I was already paying $8 for eggs. I don't know where you was, but I'm being honest, family. I was like, I was already paying $6.99. Who's with me? Who's with me, family? Who's with me? Because it's just crazy. Hey, binge thinker, how you doing? But anyway, family. Anyway, that's it. That is it. And love is, look, I would say it's like, oh, which one is better? What, I appreciate that, Johnson. You're like, well, which one is better? Love, right? Love, food, right? Which one is first? I would, and another reason why I put love last, because we don't love ourselves. I mean, I'm trying not to get too deep, because I wanted to have a conversation, and try to get on a podcast or a video with my brother Urbis Kareem, and we need to talk about love, and just just really dig deep in there. I know, not trying to call them out, but I really wanted to just speak on that, because I'm not gonna say I got all the knowledge. I'm single, family. I'm single, so I can't say I have all the knowledge, because I got that, and I can't say a failed marriage, but I know that I didn't know how. I can honestly say I thought I knew, just like all of us. We look at we look at our family dynamic. We fall for the and I'm a good. We fall for the bullshit on these TVs and these movies, thinking that's love. No, we be like, what the hell? That wasn't love. That wasn't love. And then we watch all these soaps, and we're like, oh, they're gonna pick me up and they're gonna carry me off. Y'all know when we was kids, we like, oh, my Prince Charming's gonna come. Let me lay down my hair, and look, I done shaved all mine out. So Rapunzel, I can't throw my hair to get my prince to come get my to come save me. But anyway, family, like I said, we look at our past, we look at our families, we look at everybody around us, and we thinking we doing right. And then when you get in the middle of it, you be like, like people get on your nerve. Family, when you, I can't keep saying, I'm gonna say it anyway, because y'all know I mean it endearing, not the way they say it, because it's like slave and all this other crazy stuff. But anyway, it's all in my head. But anyway, but when you in a relationship and you in a marriage is hard. Y'all know that marriage is hard. You're gonna be with this person for the rest of your life. They're gonna get on your nerve. You're gonna want to strangle them. They're gonna say stuff out the way. Everybody gets fleshly. Everybody get fleshly, and then they change. But it's like we wasn't taught that. You look at marriage. Oh, I'm gonna have this wedding. I'm gonna rock this, and I'm gonna do this. You be like, we concentrate on the wrong thing. I know we concentrate. Be like, oh, let's get the pictures. Bump that wedding. Bump the honeymoon. Honeymoon needs to stay, but bump the party. Take that money and buy you stuff that you really need. Like, get your tiny house and just travel the world and have a good time, right? I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but so Brittany, you said $5 for half a dozen. That's about right. So $10 for a dozen of eggs, right? But family, we a lot of us are wrong about love, and that's pretty much, that's basically what I'm saying. If we really knew the trueness of love, remember, love is no jealousy, it's no boasting, it's no ego, it's no I, it's no this, it's no that, it's no all this it's no shame, it's no embarrassing. Love should be pure. Forgiveness is, it should be easy. And what we doing is like, it ain't love. It ain't love. Like, I can not talk too much TMI, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how. Like, I honestly thinking, I thought woulda, shoulda, coulda, did this, and you hear all the things, and when you get the divorce, you're like, wait a minute. Now I learned, and it comes with age. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I shouldn't say that, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you learn after the lessons learned. You know what I'm saying? Lessons learned, you learn after. But when it all boils down to it, the only knowledge that really matters, family, is really knowing how to purify water. I'm gonna keep saying purify because you want pure, clean water, plain and simple. Pure, clean water that you can clean your body. I'm gonna say clean your body. I ain't gonna talk about cooking, but use where you can wash and really, because our skin is the biggest organ, and you put dirty stuff on your body. Of course, your body's gonna soak it up. Your body's gonna soak it up. But knowing how to cook and take care of food and identify your herbs. I'm about to throw that in there. And love, knowing how to love, knowing how to build. You know what I'm saying? All that. And last is cooking. So there you have it. Those are the things that I was talking about. What really matters when it all boils down to it, family, what really matters. That's the only thing that really matters are those basic 5 things. And y'all can throw everything up under there. Yeah, y'all can throw up everything under there. But if you had all of those, you'd be like, well, dang, I can write my ticket. That's my value right there. You'd be like, I don't need to know anything else because I can make billions just with that knowledge. Just with that knowledge. Because think about it. Look, all the songs they write about love. Think about it. Y'all know all them songs? Yeah. And I ain't gonna ask you which song is not about love. All the movies, all the books, all about love. All about love. And y'all have the greatest in you. That's why I'm always talking about how powerful you are. I'm always talking about how powerful you are. But family, I'm going to end. I don't know. I didn't read to see have any questions. Do y'all have any questions? Because I just want to make sure that you guys just get this. I'm telling you, get this, and the sky's the limit, family. The sky's the limit, especially on that food and that water. Love it. Learn it, family. Learn it. I'm just trying to tell you. But family, I'm going to end for now. Look, like, share, and subscribe. You have to resubscribe because look, y'all see, I put this a day. It was like a whole. Y'all had a whole 24, almost 30 hours before y'all knew this live was coming. I'll try to plan another live so you guys can just get the information. Ask me questions. Anybody have any questions? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Turn around. Gratitude, gratitude. But I'm going to go ahead and end for now if you guys don't have anything. But please, y'all need to start watching TikTok and get that information because let me tell you, look, it's at the end. We could talk off subject because when I saw them take that balloon down, I'm just going to tell you right now, when they're talking about that balloon in the sky, they finally showing y'all the aliens, I guess. I'm gonna just put it like that. They finally showing you aliens. They said I'm gonna show that to you. We gotta stop thinking that these movies are not the truth. Because if y'all watching Bart Simpson, y'all know the Simpsons. I don't know the Simpsons. It be spot on. It be spot on. Y'all know that, right? If I got to talk trash at the end, because people don't get to the end of the video. Now we talking live. We talking live. Yeah. Hmm. Just saying, family. Just saying. But look, I'm not gonna go too much because I want the video to stay up. But look, family, gratitude. I appreciate you guys coming on live. I see you don't have any questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and end for now. So I'm Herbalist Viola, the Colon Queen family. You guys can reach me at support at verywisealternatives.com. Y'all can go on Facebook. It's Herbalist Viola, the Colon Queen, because Herbalist Viola, they took that page from me. So it's Herbalist Viola, Colon Queen. Ask questions. Ask questions. I didn't go anywhere. I just took a step back because I'm like, man, yeah, things is tripping. And don't forget to make sure y'all go back because you got to keep prepping. I haven't stopped. I have not stopped, family. I have not stopped. I have not. But see you guys later. I'm out, family. I'm out. Oh, bye, family.